I'm going to show you how to build an arch into your foot and also protect your back and hips and knees for the rest of your life with a very simple piece of biomechanics to pay attention to. There's a bunch of other things built off of this, but simply let's start with how to avoid hip surgery, back surgery, knee surgery, foot surgery, ankle surgery by becoming aware of something, and that is femoral rotation. So you can see if I adduct and internally rotate the femur, I think my feet are in frame. As I do that, I lose my arch. I flatten the foot. I have flat feet. My arches are collapsed. Okay? If I externally rotate the femur, I have massive arch. I have really strong supported feet now. Okay, that's a function of external rotation of the femur. And by virtue of that, there's a variety of things through glute extensor, glute abduction and whatnot that's occurring as well, whereby somebody whose goal is, let's say, size, let's say they want to do muscle development through the hip, they need to be even more aware of that because you're just frankly never going to do it with a flattened foot, or almost never, I should say. More importantly, as you have arch, as you have proper knee alignment, you reduce shearing force. As you have proper hip alignment, you can lower the burden of the lumbar vertebrae and the spinal extensors, and you're also generally, by virtue of doing this, moving the pelvis in such a way that hip flexors are no longer ratcheting on the lumbar spine, and you get the accompanying deload through the back. And it's a very simple thing to draw your attention to during lunge, squat, calf raise, seated calf raise, deadlift, even sumo deadlift. I'll see a lot of people in sumo squat. They think they have fixed this problem, and we can talk about soleus flexibility another time because that's a piece of this. They'll turn out, which will only amplify the collapse because they're still internally rotated and adduct the knees. There's no point in doing a sumo stance if you can't get the alignment of external rotation and the activation. You're just wasting time, you're actually amplifying your problem, much the same way as you would be by putting a bolster under the foot, an orthotic, or a shoe that has incredible arch support. All that happens is you jam the foot into an arch position, the foot's in an arch position unnaturally, so that your chances of internal rotation are amplified. Actually, even with the arch support. So usually that makes people go more dead at the hips and opens them up to increased risk of orthopedic issue and surgery down the road. Become aware of it, apply it everywhere. I'll give homework and tangential pieces to this as time goes on, but start there.